What's up, everyone? Saintsfan back again with this week's episode of the GTA 5 Q&A. Today I'll be answering some of your guys' questions from Twitter. Now, hopping in, obviously the first question that everyone was asking, what car or plane is going to be coming out tomorrow? Because actually last week I was wrong. I said I was 99.9% sure the BOMBUSHKA was coming out, but I was wrong because Rockstar, a bunch of trolls, and in the aircraft DLC, they freaking released a car first. Although I'm not complaining because the car was awesome. But which one is going to be coming out tomorrow? Well, it's either going to be the BOMBUSHKA, which apparently I've been saying it wrong this entire time. I've been calling it the BOMBUSHKA, but I guess it's actually the BOMBUSHKA, so my bad on that. But it's either going to be that or it's going to be one of the planes from the elitist aircraft website. And I think the first one on that list is the Howard NX25, which is basically the big brother to the Alpha Z1. So it's either going to be the Howard or the BOMBUSHKA. I'm going to guess it's the BOMBUSHKA only because that's something that a lot of people have been wanting. So it would make sense that Rockstar release that. But I'm not going to say anything this time because I was wrong last time. So we'll just have to wait and see. But you can let me know in the comments maybe what you guys think is coming out. Speaking of the BOMBUSHKA, Jay, do you think BOMBUSHKA is going to be a total waste of money? And what feature do you want it to have? Well, I mentioned in the Rockstar Logic yesterday, the feature I wanted to have is to be able to open the back and like just put people in it, put cars in it. I don't care if it glitches around, man. Like let us just have some fun, but that's never gonna happen. Do I think it's gonna be a total waste of money? That's a good question. If you don't know, it's it's gonna be $5.9 million. I think like 4.8 if you get the bonus, but it's gonna be a lot of money. And the BOMBUSHKA is, I think, gonna end up being like the Valkyrie of the plane category. And I'm talking about, it's a really good offensive aircraft, but you need a crew to sort of run it. Because with the BOMBUSHKA, you need the people obviously in the gunner seats. And although if you do only have one person in the plane, they can sort of switch the seats around to go between the different gunner positions. But you really want at least 3 people, but 4 definitely in the plane if you want maximum offensive firepower. But the thing is, it's not a very fast plane and it's a very big plane. So while it does have flares to sort of save itself from homing launchers and missiles from other aircraft, if someone's in a Hydra or if someone just shoots explosive bullets at you from their sniper, this thing's gonna go down, you know, fairly quickly. It does have armor, but one sort of pass from a Hydra, if your gunners aren't, you know, looking out, it could be very deadly. So while I think it's going to be awesome to have some sort of AC-130 style of plane in the game, I don't know if it's going to be very practical. And another thing, and I haven't really tested this, so I guess we'll have to wait and see when it does come out, how far do the cannons reach? Because I'm sure you won't be able to be at the height limit and shoot people, you know, on the ground. So if you're going to have to be somewhat close to the ground, that's going to make this even worse. The only benefit is that you can do that glitch I showed where you can get thermal vision, so that'll be really helpful. But apart from that, I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see, you know, how it performs in online. But I think it may be one that you want to be cautious with before you do purchase it. Next question from Tamir: is there any chance that we're getting another week of double GTA money and RP on the Smugglers Run sell missions? So normally what Rockstar do, they say it's only for a week, and then they extend it for an extra week. So that's what I'm hoping they do. I'm hoping like tomorrow they say in their newswire, hey, we're extending this another week, because I think that would go a long way with the community. Alex, how much is the rest of the DLC gonna be? It's gonna be a lot of money. I think the estimates are like $30 to $40 million if you add everything up. But again, you're not gonna be buying everything, so I doubt that that number is really gonna mean anything to you. Plus, you do have the discounts if you do the source missions. So it's going to bump that number down a little bit, but it's not a cheap DLC, the rest of the stuff. Although, since they are drip feeding it, you're only going to be getting 1 vehicle per week, which means you'll have time to play, to grind, to get the amount of money you need for whatever upcoming vehicle you want. Reese, do you think GTA will ever get crossplay? Not GTA Online, but how cool would it be? I'm hoping maybe that's like one of the new features with Red Dead Redemption 2 Online. How cool would that be if crossplay gets announced, where we could play with people on PC? Well, I guess not PC because it's not coming out for PC, but people on PS4 and Xbox One. Like, that would be really, really cool. And the lobbies, I think the game would be better for it, because then that's more people, less lobbies being empty and all that. So that would be really cool. But I think ultimately it comes down to Sony and Microsoft, and I think Microsoft is all in, but Sony, since they're doing so well like in console sales, they're the one sort of holding out on it. But maybe they sort of realize, you know, that would be really good for the community. So hopefully they do it. But yeah, I would love to see crossplay in Rockstar games. Battletide Studios, when do you think a DLC is coming out that's not dealing with business? That's a question I've been seeing a lot lately, because I think some people are kind of fed up with the businesses, because while they're nice, the missions are cool, the payouts are just not that good, and people are just like, I'm done with them. I'm hoping that the next DLC is something to do without businesses. And there have been some rumors, there have been some rumblings down the line, you know, of people saying that the next DLC isn't going to focus on businesses. It's just going to be something like the DLCs of old, the Lowriders, for example. That was just a bunch of cars, you know, stuff like that. And I wouldn't mind that. Like, if they had a Tuners DLC where it was just a bunch of really awesome cars, I would be perfectly fine with that. Alex, again, would you buy the Deluxo or the DeLorean if it ever came back? Hell yeah, man. It'd probably be one of those cars I buy, use it for like a day, then never use it again. It just sits in my garage. But oh my god, that was my favorite car from Vice City. So yes, I would absolutely love, and I would buy it for sure. I'd buy like freaking multiple copies of them if it came to GTA Online. And then the final question of the day from George: do you think these DLCs are getting too unrealistic and desperate? So I want you guys to answer that in the comment section, because I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this particular topic. Do I think the DLCs are getting too unrealistic? I've seen that complaint so often the last like 2 years in GTA Online. It just happens more and more. And to an extent, I can see. I mean, look, freaking a rocket bike, rocket cars, the Batman car now. Like, come on, it's getting a little crazy. You can't deny that. But honestly, I think it's better, or it's best for GTA, because GTA was never a realistic game. I mean, yeah, it was based in our sort of time period or whatever, and it's not in a fantasy world or whatever, but you gotta remember, in Vice City and San Andreas, there was some crazy stuff too. There was jetpacks, you know, the hoverboats, all these other crazy vehicles and weapons and stuff. So it's never been super realistic. And I don't mind GTA Online going crazy. The only downside is that the crazier it gets, the prices go higher for whatever reason. So that's a little unfortunate. But apart from that, you get more fun stuff in the game. I absolutely love the Oppressor, and I would be really disappointed if that wasn't in the game, because it's such a cool and unique vehicle just to fly and, you know, have a fun time with in GTA Online. And the same can be said for a lot of the other stuff that you may find, like the Phantom Wedge. That's a super fun vehicle. But ultimately, I want to know your sort of thoughts. Do you like the direction GTA is heading in terms of the DLCs, or would you have wished it stayed more grounded to reality? Let me know in the comments your thoughts on that topic. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Please drop a video like if you did enjoy, subscribe for more awesome GTA content, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.